You know, we're living in interesting times. We are more polarized than I ever recall in this history.
In a world of racial and economic tension, museums struggle with how to be more inclusive and relevant.
Museums have evolved over time, obviously, from gentlemen's cabinets of curiosities to public institutions and guardians of our material culture, but we must evolve.
And so whether you're an art museum, a history museum, or a science museum, the combination of truth, culture, and again, positive values that actually make a difference in people's lives is hugely important.
Museums have a responsibility to help us each see how we can heal, how our stories can be told, how our stories can be interpreted with compassion.
This place now lasts 59 years. This is my home. So the visitors to my home, I must express my welcome. We are a social animal. In order to get that maximum benefit, you have to take care about rest of the community, because you, me, I is part of the community. Now today's community, entire world, essentially one community. I feel that.
Being there and having the opportunity to be in a private audience with His Holiness, talking about the connection of compassion and global ethics was a reminder for me about our connection across humanity.
Now we need the secular sort of ethics, not based on religious faith, but use reason and common sense. According to Indian understanding, secular means respect all religions and respect non-believers. So according to that sort of thinking, secular ethics then cover 7 billion human beings.
If you take His Holiness's message, I think that obligation that museums have should live up to today's standards. By today's standards, I mean evolving past just being stewards of material culture to one that connects those treasures to our communities in new ways, in broader ways, in more inclusive ways.
I feel like the Dalai Lama's insights apply to me personally in the way that they apply to any human being in terms of living a healthy, compassionate life. And I use the word healthy on purpose because I think it is healthy. I think it's not just good. It's what is needed for a good life.
Newly developed education institution alone should take care both brain development and development of warm-heartedness. In education, the hygiene of physical already there is good. The children also, you see, to some extent they know how to take care of their physical health. Now we should include hygiene of emotion.
I was struck by the Dalai Lama's concept of the hygiene of emotion. Emotional hygiene is such an interesting way to think about taking care of our mind as well as our body. His Holiness emphasized that negative emotions come automatically. For positive emotions, you need to make an effort. Compassion is a practice and something we need to practice every day.
These things. Otherwise,
His Holiness's message and presence had an impact on me that spoke to me to take action, to take what I feel and maybe have been working on and moving it towards action in my personal life and in my work life through museums.
Here at the Exploratorium, we've been talking a lot about how to foster civic agency, what is our purpose, what impacts do we want to have on our visitors, and again, to be interpreting those through a lens of secular or universal ethics feels like it's a new vocabulary.
our effort will not change the society overnight, but much better start some work. And then time passes, more and more people showing interest, and more people make effort. That's the way change our society. So don't discourage. When you start something, if you face some obstacle, should not discourage.